Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 21 Tell No Limits Part 2. And guys, let me tell y'all something. This was the first ever episode in the 4.5 years I've been watching 90 Day Fiancé. This is the first episode that had me shaking, that had me like really, really cringy, and that I'm just a little bit shook up on. Like even since last year, after I was emotional after David and Sheila when Sheila's mother passed. This episode just had me shaking the whole time. And we'll get to the reason why. So let me just kick it off from the beginning. So we started off with we wrapped it up with Gina and Jasmine's segment. Gina was caught looking at adult film content of his ex. And, his cousin Dana and Dana's wife Michelle were out there, and they were basically taking Jasmine's side. Like, Gina, like, you need to step up. Gina keeps saying, "Oh, we have fights, and I don't want to do it anymore." But if he's looking up adult film content of his ex, there's a problem. And so, like, we wrapped up that conversation. So after that conversation, everybody was just like, if like, Gina, if you don't like step up, you're gonna lose your wife. Like, she's gorgeous, like, and if you're not gonna like sleep with her or do this with that. And he keeps saying, like, I don't want to because we have so many fights and all that. Like, he does need to a little bit force himself, like, if that's all she wants, then he needs to just do it, because but I agree with the cast. He's going to lose his wife if he keeps on like that. So basically, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So basically, like, like, he hears them, but he doesn't agree. So they wrapped up the segment and they went back to the dressing room. Jasmine pulled Gina aside and say, "Look, baby, I love you. I'm willing to do what I can to fight for this. And we could start, we don't have to have sex, but we could start by basically sleeping in the same room together, same bed or whatever, and everything, and see how that goes. We don't have to cuddle or nothing. Let's just take baby steps. We could go on dates and everything." And that's what it is. And she was like, "I like that. We can do that." So basically that was that. So after Gina and Jasmine's segment and that, they wrapped up day one of the tell-all in studio. And we finally get to get back to the mansion. Now this is where things went a little downhill. Everybody's back at the mansion, having a good time and everything. Finally, as we all know, last week, Angela and Michael did not come to the mansion the first night because of a fight. They decided to come to the mansion for day two and all that. They come day two, and then it was just chaotic. So Angela and Michael come in. Patrick and Lauren pull Michael to the side and say, "Do you like it here? Like, Lauren asked Michael, like, are you in love with Angela?" He said, "Oh, yes. And Lauren suggested he goes, like, give Angela a drink and just tell her, sorry guys, I keep yawning. I'm sorry guys. But Lauren was like, just go tell Angela that, just be around her and everything, and tell her that you love being here and all that. And Angela, she's just like having a big meltdown. She's like, "Michael is not going to keep pulling the nice guy with you guys. He treats me like this and that and everything." Angela will never let Michael speak. And then she was like, "Where's Michael?" And he's like, "He's in the kitchen." And he was just having a conversation and everything. And she just started screaming at him, saying, "There is a problem here, and you are the effing problem," and everything. And then all of a sudden, like, Angela is screaming on the top of her lungs. And then I could hear someone say, "Hey," I think it was Ashley, and Angela done flipped out on Ashley. She said, "Hey, don't hate me. This is my husband. Y'all stay out of this and everything. This is my husband. I brought him here. None of y'all brought him here. This is my business, my husband, and everything." And Lauren was trying to calm Angela. It's like, Lauren, like, Angela, I'm the one who pulled Michael to the side, and Patrick was defending it, saying that, "Oh, we this is what we were talking about. We told him to come, like, comfort you and everything." And she's just like, she and Lauren started crying because she's like, "I caused the fight and everything." And Angela's like, "Lauren, it's not you, baby. It's not you, baby. It's just him. He knows, and everything." And Michael, the thing is with Michael is that he's very timid to be around the cast because, like, he can't speak, because every time he talks to anybody, guys or girls, like, she's flipping out and everything. And so Lauren's crying. Angela does calm Lauren down. So does Alexi. It calms Lauren down and everything. So we'll get back to Angela and Michael in a bit. So then they switched over to a scene where everybody was sitting at a table, and, like, Liz was telling the rest of the people who missed the argument about what happened. Now, all of a sudden, we're talking about Angela and Michael. Then all of a sudden, Humpty Dumpty, Big Ed, going to jump in the conversation and then make it about himself again. So he was just like, "Excuse me, Liz, everybody, gather your attention. I'm about to call my sister Liz, and she's going to explain what happened on Taco Pasta night and everything." So Liz, like, and also remind you, Liz's new boyfriend was at the house too. Jason was at the house, and Jason, but after he did that, Jason got up to, like, "Quit disrespecting her. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing. Like, you're not gonna keep disrespecting her. Ed's just gonna say you gotta deal with the issues." And he told him to shut the F up. You ain't gonna do nothing. You don't disrespect her and everything. And you kept on calling her. He kept on calling him the P word, the PUS, you know what I mean, word, and everything. And Ed gets on the phone with his sister, and, like, Liz was trying to defend herself, and then Ed's sister was like, "She's acting the way she's acting. She was acting the way she's acting right now," and everybody's like, "She's not acting any type of way," and everything. And Ed is just like, yeah, she just wants attention. Yeah, I need someone classy. Just making it all about him. I cannot stand him. Cannot stand him. So after that conversation, like Ashley and Patrick talked to Ed a little bit, and Ashley was like, like, look, like, I understand this is tough for you. You got your ex fiance here, and she's here with her new man and stuff. That is hard. Do I agree with that? Yes, that is hard. I would feel a certain type of way, like, but, like, if this was anybody else but Ed, like, I'll be like, forget that girl, man. Like, how's she gonna break her heart and bring her new boo, rub it in your face? And I think if this was any other scenario, like, I would be mad at Liz, but I'm not mad at it this time because Ed deserves it. And normally I'm against that. Anyone who knows me, I'm really against somebody rubbing in their new when someone breaks somebody's heart and then they rub their new person in front of the ex. I think that's just the ultimate disrespect. Because if they're still hurting, like, don't add insult to injury. Basically. But in this particular case, like, Ed, I give it a pass right now because it's Ed, and he needs to see that because he needs to learn. So he kept on saying Liz is a liar, and then she comes over and says, "What did I lie about?" And he's like, "I don't want to talk about it. You're not my problem anymore. You and your boy just go. I'm like, fine. And Liz was like, "I'm finally happy I can look up to somebody and everything, because Jason, he treats me so well. Like, I'm in the best relationship ever and everything." Like Jason and her went into the bedroom and got their groove on and stuff and everything. I'm just like, hey. So that was that. So then Angela comes and talks to Ed, and everything. And then Ed called Michael a scammer, and then Michael heard it, and then was about to talk to Angela, and then Angela's like, "We're having a conversation here. Go, go." And we're just like, "You want me to be around you or not?" Like, and everything. Like, I can't, what can I do? Like, what can I do? Like, basically. So he goes and talks to Manuel and Jason and everything. I guess, like, Jason in the Spanish, because him and Manuel were having a conversation and stuff and everything and about it. And then, like, they were talking to Michael. Michael was just laughing and everything. Angela sees him laughing, and then she flips out again and everything. And then she accused him for saying that he told one of the grandchildren that all girls are stupid or something. And then, like, he said his opinion, and then Angela once again just starts screaming, and like Michael goes upstairs, and Angela's screaming, and she runs after him, and everybody's screaming, "Run, Michael! Run, Michael!" And Angela was like, "Did you tell my daughters all women are stupid?" She got in his face like, "Pack up your stuff and get out of my house." And when she said, "Get out of my house," I'm like, "Girl, this is not your house. This ain't your house. This ain't your house. You don't pay nothing at this particular house. Like, this is not your house. He can do whatever the heck he wants. When you guys get back to Hazelhorse, Georgia, then kick him out. But this ain't your house now. Don't get it twisted. And plus, y'all didn't come the first night and everything. You ain't gonna come here and take over. Like, that's one thing we ain't going to do, is gonna come in the houses and take over and everything." And then it was funny, Thais, Jasmine, and Sophie, and I think Liz, no, yeah, it was just Thais, Sophie, and Jasmine. They were like laughing, and there was somebody yelled at "run," and then Angela heard one of them say "run," and then she told one of them to shut the F up and everything. And then they just started running and everything, and just like giggling like little schoolgirls and everything. So then after Angela was screaming at Michael, she goes down and says to those three girls, "Hi, stupid," or whatever. And Thais was like, "Stupid? Like, Angela, we didn't call you stupid." She's like, No. Michael said all women are stupid and everything. So she goes outside, and Alexei tried to talk to her and everything, and everything, trying to calm her down and stuff. And he just like Angela is just, how much you want to deal with it. And she keeps saying, "I love him, but if he's scamming me, like, we're done. But I've gone through so much with him for 7 years. So like, what can I do?" and stuff, basically, and everything. So Rob, while she was out with Alexei, Rob decides to go into the bedroom to talk to Michael. And, he basically said, like, nobody deserves to be talked to like that. And he's right. Like, and Michael tried to basically say, "This is all my fault. I did this to her and everything." And Rob was just basically like, "Whatever it's your fault or not, nobody deserves to be treated like that. Like, I'm going through the same thing with Sophie, but if Sophie was talking to me that way, I'd be done and everything." And have a voice, man. Like, stick up for yourself. Then Angela comes in the room and says, "Why are you talking to him? He's more of a man than you," and everything. And she told Rob, if you don't want to ruin this relationship, you better leave right now. And Rob was like, "Hey, I'll leave right now." Y'all work it out. Y'all work it out and everything. And she get Michael out of the bedroom, so "You can sleep on the couch. You sleep on the couch anyway. You can sleep on the couch," and stuff and everything. So it was just a much. She was just screaming the entire episode. She was just screaming, doing nothing but screaming. So then, like, after that, we seen Ed and Patrick and Gina have a conversation, and Ed said that he prefers foreign women because they respect their girls more, and Gina and Patrick were trying to be a little bit more Ed's side of it and everything. Well, Jasmine and Liz were trying to figure out like how that Liz and Ed were intimate, like was Ed on top or something and everything. And Jasmine, I would say he always got tired. I mean, Liz said he always got tired doing it that way, but a little TMI and stuff. So then the next day rolls around, and we're about to head back to the studio for part 2 of the tell-all. And there was a big there was another big argument, random argument that came into the dressing room, and it was Ed and Lauren. So apparently a while ago, Lauren did an interview, and they asked her who was the person in the 90-Day Universe that you can't stand, and she said Ed. And Ed saw the interview and had to interview himself and called Lauren a bottom feeder. So Lauren decided to confront Ed about that. She was like, Ed, you still think about bottom feeder and stuff and everything? He was like, you clapped at me, so I'm gonna clap back at everything. And Lauren's like, I don't like you because the way you're a bully and you disrespect women and everything. He's like, well, keep your comments about me to yourself and everything. She's like, no, I'm not, because you're a bully and everything. And this and that. And they just went back on and on and on and everything. And I guess like on their way to the studio, Ed made a comment that when we get to Lauren and Alexi's scenes, are they going to be acting all perfect and stuff? Because their marriage is so perfect and everything. Like, their marriage ain't perfect, Ed, and everything. So Ed and Lauren had a heated conversation. We'll get back to that here in a minute. So then everybody else is getting ready and Angela and Michael again. Kobe goes into Angela and Michael's dressing room and everything and just tries to talk to them. You know, like, I'm surprised Angela didn't flip out on Kobe, but Kobe's just like, you know, Angela, I like you, like, you're a sweet woman, and everything. Oh, by the way, Angela kept on saying the whole time, I'm the nicest. When she flipped out on Ashley, she was like, I'm the nicest person here and everything. I'm just like, yeah, Angela, you're the nicest person here, all right. It's like that episode of SpongeBob on Opposite Day, in my opinion. So Kobe goes into Angela and Michael's dressing room just to talk to him, and she's asking, like, why don't you let Michael speak? And she's like, I let him speak for 7 years. I'm done. He don't get to speak no more and everything. And like Kobe's just like, yeah, like every time we talk, like it's always the 2022 cheating and everything, and then when he says that, Angela just freaks out. How do you think I feel about that? And everything. Like, and then just started screaming on the top of her lungs again. Like, this is like, you know, I heard, you know, we hear Angela yell and scream all the time, but this was more scarier than other previous times. All the other times it was funny. This time it was a little scary and everything. Like, everybody's just like thrown off and everything about it. So everybody else goes to set. Angela walks out. Michael tries to talk to her and stuff. And he's like, will you quit screaming and everything and calm down? I'm trying to talk to you and everything. Like, you acting like that. She's like, goodbye. So we're just like, ugh. So the rest of the cast goes to set. And Sean comes out and asks how night 2 went at the house. And they talked about how finally, also, I forgot to mention this, Gina and Jasmine, they slept in the same room. They didn't sleep in the same bed. Gina said he was in bed waiting for Jasmine, but Jasmine decided, you know, let's just wait. This time Jasmine turned him down and stuff. But they slept in the same room and made progress, and they had a nice kiss. So tomato with that one is whatever. Then Sean and asked about like what happened with Ed and Lauren. And Ed and Lauren started going at it again and stuff and everything, talking about the interview and talk about bottom feeder. Just saying, I'm a bull. Like, Lauren called him a bully, and Ed says she's shoving his stick and everything, and they were just going back and forth. And finally, Alexi had enough of both of them. He's like, okay, cut it out, both of you. That's enough and everything. Like, y'all don't like each other. Let's just move on. And Sean was like, yeah, I agree with Alexi. Let's just move on. Then we talked talked to Angela. They talked, why isn't Angela and Michael here right now? And Ashley said, well, every time Michael tries to speak, Angela's screaming. Like, Michael cannot, like, every time Michael tries to talk to us, he's very timid. Jasmine said she wanted to give him a hug, but she couldn't because, like, it would cause, like, a lot of commotion and stuff and everything. So it's just like we have to get through a conversation with them without Angela interrupting him and screaming at him and stuff. So Angela and Michael come out and everything, and we got started with the second part of the tell-all. So the second part starts, and we're gonna go now to Emily and Kobe. They did their segment. So as we all know, Emily and Kobe, they well, at the time that the tell-all was filmed, Emily is pregnant with her third child. She's already had the child and everything. They brought out Emily's parents and everything, and revealed that Emily did move out. Confirmed that Emily did buy a house and they did move out. They started to talk about the babysitting rules, like once a week or whatever. And then once they were talking about that, Kobe. Now this was a heartfelt scene. Kobe said that he was very grateful for Emily's parents, like since he arrived in America, for housing him, feeding him, like, he was just blessed to have that. And they said, we're blessed to have you too, Kobe. And he just started crying, and like he was just extremely grateful. He is the true class. He's a class act. Kobe is a real class act. I think that's what Angela and Michael were hoping for in their relationship or whatever. But Angela wants with her relationship with Michael, but yeah, that was a class act and everything. So that conversation continued. Now they talked about what happened in Cameroon. They actually brought out on the screen Kobe's friend Valerie, who had like opinions on Emily and Kobe throughout the season about Emily being bossy and stuff. So they brought him out, like they asked, how are you and Kobe's relationship right now? And he said, it's okay. Like, we don't talk much anymore, but it's okay. I mean, then, and I said this in previous videos, he brought up the white, he's married to a white woman again. And I'm just like, I'm so tired of him and those guys from Africa saying white woman and stuff. And this is the one time I did agree with Angela. Angela something like, why is he saying white woman? Why can't he just say American woman and everything? And like, I understand it's their culture, but like we don't do that here. It's offensive. It is offensive. I'm offended for them, because I agree that it's offended. Like, and she asked Valerie, like, why, like, if it was a black woman, like, would it be the same? And then Ashley going to step in and say, I don't think he meant it like that. And Angela flipped out on Ashley. It's like, Ashley, I'm not talking to you and everything. I'm asking him. Jeez, let me talk to him. I said last week, Ashley needs to keep her mouth shut. I mean, I don't like the way, like, Angela screamed at Ashley in the house, but but I think like Angela is over it with Ashley as well, because you know how I feel about Ashley, but in this case with that. But anyway, back to Emily and Kobe. So they talked about that and everything, and then they talked about, like, if they had a boy, I think they had a boy, and they were gonna name him Valerie, and they were questioning about that because Emily was like, like I'm pulling this baby out, like it should be my choice, like, and everything with the name and everything. They said they're gonna keep it as a surprise when the baby's born. I forget what they had. I have to double check. I think was it another boy? Was it a girl? I have to double check. Sorry, y'all. I'll reconfirm that next week. So they were talking about that and everything, and then Sean asked, "Do you still think Emily's bossy?" And he's like, "Yeah, sometimes. Some things I just let go, but there's some things I let go, some things I don't, and like including the name thing and whatnot." So then they had the conversation that we all been waiting for about Kobe's ex. They brought up the scene when Valerie told Emily that they didn't really break up when he was in China and when he got Emily pregnant and came to America and stuff and everything. And Sean asked, "Do you still have feelings for your ex?" And he said no. He said no. And Emily's dad asked a really good question. He said, in your culture, you're allowed to have like two wives and stuff and everything. Did you ever think about having a second wife with that woman? And he said no, because he did not grow up in his household, like they weren't raised that way, so he didn't see that. So we were like, okay, good answer and everything, good answer. But Kobe did lie to Emily though about like their relationship status and didn't tell them. So everybody was kind of like mad at Kobe for that. And Kobe even admitted to, like, when he first met Emily, like he wasn't looking for nothing. He was just it was just a one night stand and just, to get their groove on. And he said that pretty blunt, and everybody was just like, everybody's face was just like, ooh, wow, and everything. So, but we had some kind of closure with that. Like, they asked, "Have you sent money?" He said, "I sent her money when we were in China, not here in America, but when we were in China and stuff." And like, everybody's just like, if I'm sending money to my ex, my partner is gonna be furious. Just saying, just saying. So, but we came to a conclusion with that, and they are living happily ever after. They were the best couple of the season. Yeah, so yeah, I can't wait to. So I'm glad Emily and Kobe are doing well. So then finally, we reached Angela and Michael's segment. Well, or part of their segment, I should say. So Sean asked Michael, like, how do you like America so far? What was your first reaction? He's like, Michael said he had to cover up double clothing because it's cold here and everything. And then Angela, okay, so what are y'all's pet peeves and stuff? Angela said something about his wet dreams and stuff. It was a real thing. No comment there, or whatever. We did have a quick moment where they were laughing together, just like a quick moment. And then Michael said, he was like, "Man, I counted 4 cats when I came into that house. And then they sleeping on the bed and stuff." And I was like, "Y'all, go. And everything." And then also there was another heartfelt moment here. We had a quick heartfelt moment. Like Sean asked, "How is Michael with the grandkids?" And she said he is great with the grandkids. Like he is, like I said, a lot of things about him, but he is really great with the grandkids. So I mean, that's what I like to hear. Like he was great with the grandkids. So then we got to the nitty gritty. So they asked, like, why, since he's been in America, how come they haven't been intimate? And Michael said it's because of the yelling and the screaming. She always brings up the 2022 cheating and everything. Once he said that set her off again. She starts screaming, "How do you think I feel about that? How do you think I feel about that? And everything, don't you see? You make me mad, you makes me hot." It was just like, ugh. We are finally getting a normal conversation, and we're just like, and then she went back to that. So then they brought out Angela's daughter, Skyla. And Skyla came out and she said that, Mom has been miserable since he's been here. He goes away, like he doesn't go out with her and everything, and he just doesn't eat with her or anything. And Michael said, like, I don't do that because, like, all the screaming and everything. And then she said, like, "Why didn't you stay where you at then?" And then Michael said, "Then send me back home then." And that's kind of where we left off of. So here's my opinion on that. Again, I get it. It sounds like another Gina and Jasmine situation. But this one's tough because, I see Michael's point, but at the same time, he is married. He is married. So, like, you got here, like, You're great with the grandkids and everything, but you know, but again, with both Michael and both with Gino Michael's defense, I know how that feels and everything. Like when you're just tired of the arguing and screaming, you just don't want to be around that person no more. And you thought you wanted to be around them so much in the beginning, because like how great they were, how great they treated you, what they did for you. But then when you live with them and it's just constant arguing and fighting, it's really draining, and it's just to the point where you don't want to be with that person. So I understand how Michael's feeling, but at the same time, he is married. So he needs to like really cater to his wife and everything and stuff. So yeah, it's tough. So Michael and Gina's defense, like I feel for them, but in their case, they are married. And at least Gino, in Gino's case, at least he has a hot hot woman and stuff and everything. So, and then as we all know, like we know what's happening now with Angela and Michael and stuff. By the way, Michael does not have a girlfriend. Let me repeat that. Michael does not have a girlfriend. All these rumors online saying that he's dating this person, he's allowed to take pictures with everybody. He confirmed that he is not dating anybody. I guess he did like a little snippet and said he was, but he said he's really not or whatever. He's not dating anybody right now. So that's just that. So we left off with him saying, "And send me back home," and that's where we ended. So next week we're gonna see the private investigator that Angela hired come out and tell them what he found and everything. And I'm sure we're gonna see another Angela meltdown. We'll finally get to Rob and Sophie's segment. Like Sophie's been quiet. She's just like, it's just a lot of drama between Ed and Liz and Angela and Michael. I don't know how people are going to take my side of things when it's our segment and everything. But judging by the previews of next week, Rob and Sophie are going to be in the hot seat. It's going to be we're going to finally see the hot tub scene when Ed gets splashed in the face by Thais and stuff and everything. And yeah, it's going to be crazy next week. So I'm curious. I can't wait to see what this PI guy found. And he did say he has like 180 page report on Michael and stuff. So let's see. Again, as I said, Michael is no saint. Michael is no saint. I see Angela's the way she is because of what Michael did. But there got to be a point in time where you just like, don't embarrass this man. Like, I know he did I know he's caused you a lot of stress and everything, but stop screaming at him. Stop screaming at him. Like, this is why it's no excuse for what he did, but it's why he did what he did. No excuse, but stop screaming at him and everything. Every time he like would try to talk to somebody, he's like, "We ain't gonna do the nice thing with you and everything. He should be around me, giving me affection and everything." And then when he's around you, you don't want him to be around you. Like, what the heck? So yeah, as I said in the beginning of this video, this episode really made me like very, very like shook me up a little bit. It was just all of Angela screaming and stuff and everything, just like really got to me a little bit. I was like almost in tears in this episode because I just like, wow. Wow. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. This is the longest review I've ever did. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And as a reminder, when you watch the tell-alls for this Happily Ever After tell-all, you have to watch it live on TLC on Sunday nights. We just finished part 2. We still got 3 more parts to do, 3, 4, and 5 to do. So we'll do that. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way. Also tomorrow, I'm going to introduce the couples for the new season of Before the 90 Days, coming out on September 1st, so be ready for that. And yeah, so we rolling, guys. So Again, y'all, I love you guys. Go watch this crazy tell-all. Like, Angela Michael. Whew, Lord, I pray for them. I really pray for them. All right, y'all, have a good one. Stay safe. Bye, y'all.